welcome back to Cult Pizza Homestead. It is Jen. If you like anti-MLM lifestyle homesteading and want to follow up in my current crazy life right now of getting married to a man I've never met in person, you want to subscribe. You want to hit the subscribe button. While you're there hitting that subscribe button, hit that bell button too, okay? Subscribe, hit the bell, maybe comment at the end, you know? Anywho, sorry if I keep looking over there. I'm trying to make sure the camera angle's all good, using the webcam and everything. So if you see me glancing that way, I'm trying to break that habit. I also used to be a former webcam model. So I'm just, when this whole situation is up with the webcam and the ring light, I'm constantly all of a sudden looking back here to see if there's a chat going on, who's in the chat and everything, and I want to talk to them. So when I do lives eventually, once we get my new computer going, you're gonna notice that makes perfect sense. Okay, yeah, she totally can. She works the the cam and everything so well. 6 years an ex-cam model, retired this year. Anywho, I digress. So this is an article you guys have probably all seen before, but it's something that just irks me. It probably irks other people much more than me, but it's like, come on, in this day and age, are we seriously doing this blank? Fill in the blank? Because for hell, can I say frack on here? Will YouTube let me use frack? If that's the case, I'm taking frack from Battlestar Galactica. Frack. We should rename the Hunbots Cylons. You know what? Hunbots are scarier than Cylons. I'd rather have a frickin' toaster after me than a Hunbot. Oh god. Anywho, back away from the Cylons and everything. Yeah, like I said, you guys have probably seen this. I probably am not the first person that's going to actually bring this up, but I'm hoping to make it short because it is hot. It is really hot. It is 31 degrees Celsius, 87 for my American friends, and that whirring sound in the back happens to be my fan I was on last time. It is just a really hot area of Canada where I live. It is frickin' warm. It's like, I'm in a desert. I'm in a bloody desert. What can I say? I might as well just be in Arizona and just walk outside, burst into flames. Anywho, we're getting back into the article. Sorry for going off on tangents. So, you guys have probably seen, I'm reading this off of citypages.com. Couple caught taking down Black Lives Matter sign in northern Minnesota. This was written this morning. Okay, so I think the article I originally read was on another page. We'll look up the article and link them down below on the ones I have looked up and everything. But hi Lilith. The thing that really gets me and everyone draws their attention to is the woman of the couple who's removing the Black Lives Matter sign with her husband obviously has some sort of high rank in Mary Kay, because the company car is used, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be writing Mary Kay USA after this once I move everything downstairs to, see what action has been done, because apparently they have refused to comment, but I would like to see that Mary Kay USA has actually done something about their consultant. I believe we all do. Because, frankly, how ignorant do you have to be to do something like that? I just feel that it's just so ignorant and so, how is this that help you? How? I don't know how me removing a Black Lives Matter sign would help me, in the long run, in, my career or anything like that, or help anybody. And anything is going to hinder my career because all of a sudden I'm looked at as a racist. Just saying. So we'll get right into this. As June rolled into... If you guys haven't watched from my previous video, I am bad at reading out loud and I really want to get better. So bear with me, bear with me. As June rolled into July, Andy DeLeslie, the owner of Big Bear Lodge out in Grand Marais, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, discovered a Black Signs Matter at the edge of his property had gone missing. He says he was disappointed, if not entirely surprised, that whoever took his sign couldn't have just rolled on by and left the sign alone. Right? If everyone is about freedom of speech, then let it be so. Exactly. We're all about freedom of speech, but you know, this is a censorship here. He says he was disappointed. Oh, wait. Sorry. The next time DeLeslie planned ahead, he put another sign out. This one handmade out of painted plywood. He set up a security camera. On Tuesday evening, the feed captured two people meddling with it. A pale pink car parked nearby. The name emblazoned on the side of the car of the vehicle was Mary Kay. DeLeslie has no idea whether they were the same folks that messed with his other signs, but they had clearly didn't think much of this one. He says they picked it up and dumped it in a nearby ditch. The next day, he selected a few stills from the feed and called up the Cook County Sheriff's Office. Andrew told me he just wanted the people talked to about going onto other people's property and removing things that weren't theirs. A report by Cook County deputy reads, a little research revealed that the pink car are associated with high-up Mary Kay sales reps. Other than that, the department didn't have much to go on. But DeLeslie was also posted the photos on his Facebook page, where they blew up and got shared 500 times by the end of the week. To say nothing of various Twitter reposts. A few commenters said they recognized the pair as Tom and Linda Bergson from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, who happened to be staying at a nearby resort. Oh, come on! You guys were even tourists, and you had to meddle with the sign. Seriously? This is why I don't like tourists, and I like calling you guys terrorists. But, you know, let's get back to the article. According to the report, the deputy found the pale pink car parked at the place in question, confirmed to belong to Tom and Linda. So, I'm assuming, since it confirmed to belong to a Tom and Linda, that Linda needed Tom to, you know, cosign. Oh, a cosign on that pink Cadillac. Oh, there was a cosign. We don't know who was cosigned. Then the deputy approached them for a quick chat. Ooh, I wonder how this quick chat's gonna go. I told them I had photos of them moving a Black Lives Matter post and asked them what they were doing with it. We don't really know for sure what we're doing. Calls to Linda's work phone went unanswered, and Mary Kay didn't respond to a request to an interview on whether the company was aware of what happened. A few tweets about the incidents have been directed at Mary Kay, but a report says Linda told the deputies she'd gone to talk to DeLeslie, but he hadn't been there at the time, so they moved the sign. But why, Linda? Why? Why did you move the sign? Like, it's not yours to move. Was it in the way of the road? I understand. But was it in the way of traffic? That's what I want to know, Linda. Was it? She told me she wanted to discuss a political message and wanted to she told me she wanted to discuss the political subject and she wanted to send a message, the report says. The deputy reportedly reminded Linda that the sign was not her property, duh, and therefore she should leave it alone or risk prosecution. She should get prosecuted. And the couple allegedly agreed to not go back. The deputy reported to De Leslie, and just like that, the case was pretty much closed. Well, almost. Despite Linda reportedly wanting to send a message, it seemed the pair weren't exactly pleased with their newfound attention. Later that afternoon, the report says Tom called up the deputy and someone told him from the radio had called them asking about the vandalized sign. He didn't want to talk to the radio, he said. So apparently somebody called him up from the radio station and they're like, "Hey, what about that sign you guys touched? You shouldn't have touched that sign with your wife, Tom." I told him it's a very sensitive topic right now and the word spreads fast up here. The deputy wrote. He advised him to call 911 if he had an emergency, but at this time, if he didn't want to talk, he could block the numbers. De Leslie says he hasn't heard from Tom or Linda and is not expecting to. We know there are folks that don't necessarily agree with the statement of Black Lives Matter, and we get a lot of travelers on the scenic byways, he says. But here, it seems most folks are pretty solid. Yeah, and then it just shows Andy De Leslie's Facebook post of meet Tom and Linda Burgess' Now, I want to just say right at the end, I don't want anyone to go hunt down these couples and, do vigilante bullying prosecution. Obviously, they know what they did, and there's probably tons of people going after them. And I don't want my viewers to start going after them because I'm not really about that. But it's just more or less like, why? Kind of deal. Like, just come on, people. Grow up. And, looking at the pictures, they're obviously people, they look older than my parents. Like, not much older, but, older than my parents. So I would feel that at that age, that, just there would be the sense of respect and just, just leave it if it doesn't agree with you. But apparently, I'm wrong on that case, and there's always going to be those people. So, comment below what you think about the matter. I'm obviously not happy. I honestly think it's a bit disgusting to even, meddle up in this subject, especially as a white person, because I don't even want to talk about the subject as a white person right now, because I feel like I'm going to get prosecuted if I say something wrong. But I am with the Black Lives Movement matter. My thing is, I feel that part of human society is so primitive because we are racist. It doesn't matter. There is a racist in every, race. We've seen it. We've all seen it. We don't need to bring it up. Let's just, let bygones be bygones. Let's all love each other here. And, like I said, comment below what you think about the situation. If you want to see more about my upcoming wedding and just the crazy situation it is, again, please hit the subscribe button below, click the bell button. I'd really like to have you here. Thanks so much. Bye.